All right, 8e. Okay, now we got a lot more factoring going on here. So the first term, the numerator, is going to become, there's really not much else to it here. We're looking for two numbers whose product is negative 12 and whose sum is negative 1, so it's got to be negative 4 and positive 3. The denominator here, okay, I know in both cases it's going to start with x, because there's nothing in front of the x squared. I'm looking for two numbers whose product is 16 and whose sum is negative 8. That's got to be negative 4 and negative 4. Okay, minus, again we got a factor here, x squared plus 5x minus 14. I'm so looking for two numbers whose product is negative 14, whose sum is 5. And so that is going to be positive 7 minus 2. And finally, looking for two numbers whose product is 21 and whose sum is 10. That's going to be x plus 7, x plus 3. Now, the interesting thing about this particular question is that some simplification can happen here before we go any further. Right now, we can divide out the x minus 4 in the first term. We can divide out the x plus 7 in the second term. That will be true so long as we do not allow x to equal, and I'm gonna do this over here, as long as we do not allow x to equal 4 or negative 7. So as long as we state that, then what we can do here is we can simply work with these other two expressions. Now, there's nothing common about their denominators, so what we're going to do here is just end up multiplying the two denominators together. So x plus 4 times x plus 3. In our numerator up here, again, we're missing the x plus 3 factor, so if I multiply that out, that'll be x squared plus 6x plus 9. Here we're going to, in the second term, we're missing the x minus 4 factor, and so when we multiply that out, bearing in mind, and this is really important, okay, that there's a negative in front here, and that negative is going to distribute through. So when I do x times x, that'll be negative x squared. This is going to end up being negative 2, negative 4, which would be negative 6x. But because of the negative out front, distributing through, that will be positive 6x. Negative 4 times negative 2 will give me positive 8. But because of the negative going through, that's negative 8. And so now, summing the like terms together, x squared minus x squared, 6x plus 6x is going to be 12x. 9 minus 8 is minus 1, all over x plus 4, x plus 3. Again, and these are equal so long as we again write that x cannot equal 4 or negative 7. Okay, that restriction has to carry through. Now in this case here, there's nothing I can do with the 12x minus 1 in the numerator, so this question is done. All I want to do at this point here is state the remaining discontinuities, because that's the question's always going to want us to do that. So we're going to include here that x cannot equal negative 4 or negative 3 to finish off that question.